Today we're going to use our wood mizer and we're going to cut some custom wood for one of our customers. Actually, two of our customers. We have some white oak logs. We're going to use our wood mizer LT15 and we're going to cut some wood today. The fun part, getting the logs on the wood mizer. Now I'm going to put us in the time-lapse mode and get some logs up there. I hope this is fun. Alright, now we got our log up on the wood mizer. Take our laser and find the center of the beam of the tree. So now what we do is we take our laser, take our trusty tape measure, and we measure to see how thick the tree is itself. So on this side it's 16 inches. And on this side, about 15 3/4, which is pretty good. So now what we're going to do is try to find a center. So we're going to take our laser, and we're going to put our tape measure on the beam, and we're going to get about 8 inches. So we're sitting at 8 inches there. Now we need to make sure this side off the beam is at about 8 inches. So here we have 8 inches off the beam. So now we need to make sure the center is about 8 inches off the beam, which it is. So this is a nice, pretty even beam that or log. So now what we're going to do is we're going to brace it in here to make our first cut. The wood mizer makes it pretty easy for you to brace your log in. Our log is tight, so we can't roll around. Now we're going to see what our first cut to cut a piece off of it. I'm going to want to move the camera back this way. I don't get dust on it. Now that we repositioned our camera, hopefully too much dust won't get all over it. But you'll see it does make a lot of dust. And it is a pretty noisy machine. 15 inches. You ready for some noise? Here we go. Like always, when using machinery that makes dust, particles, you should always wear gloves, safety glasses, and a mask. Here we go. Our first cut. Now raise the machine. And some things I forgot to point out. Like wood mizer has this water that you drip on it, so when you're cutting the wood, the blade goes through. It saves your blades a little bit. Alright, now we got some firewood here. In the firewood panel, it goes. Pile. Now we take a look at it. Looks nice. Nice cut. Very nice cut. Now, I need to go get a scraper. Right, so this is our cut. And remember, I just got this camera, so it's pretty shaky. Let me throw the stabilizer on. Hopefully it'll still load on Alright, so now that's the cut we just made. Looks pretty good. People like the live edge. So our next cut, we're gonna take like a 2-inch cut so we can sell this board for live edge. Makes sense. Get every penny you can out of every log. Here we go. See that? Came out pretty nice. Got a couple knots. Nice, pretty. Does look nice. So now we're gonna flip this around. I'll show you how I flip it around, and then we'll go to time lapse and I'll cut the whole beam. Like I said, Wood Mizer thought of a lot of things to keep their machine very well, easy usable. Like these clamps, they just slide back and forth to clamp your work down. Now we're going to flip this and get it on the flat side. Which again, we want to move this back a little. Just so if it falls, it doesn't hit the blade. Now remember, this log weighs probably anywhere from 1,000 to 1,800 pounds. So you don't want it rolling on you. Now it's on the flat side. And now we gotta do the same thing to this side. But this time I'm gonna put it on time lapse. I'm gonna cut our piece that gives us a piece of firewood and then another piece of live edge. All right, time lapse, here we go. Cut this in half, as you can see. Made a nice cut. I cut it into a square, now I cut it in half, and it really looks nice. Wood Mizer LT15 wide, cuts like butter. I love this machine. It's a very nice machine. I've used cheaper ones and they are junk. I like this one. You throw a 3,700 pound log on their system, it doesn't bend, it doesn't move. It's very, very built. It's all heavy gauge steel. It's a very well built machine. Alright. Now we're going to take these and slap them up. Pull them back. Same to this one. It is much easier if there's two people doing it, but one is sufficient. Now we got these. Now we're going to pin them together again. Tight. Same to the back side. Alright. Nice and tight. I don't know if you can see that, but we cut that log in half, and that's the bow that's naturally in the log. So there's nothing you can really do about it, and you'll figure it out as you go. Now I'm going to make a couple of cuts on here. Like I said, I have a few clients. One client, he makes kayaks. Another client of mine builds cabinets. Another client of mine uses them for fence posts. So now what we're going to do is, because the top part isn't the best cut of wood, so we're going to cut two of these at 3 inches. And that's going to give us one client his fence post, because that's what he likes. He likes about 6 inches wide, so when he puts his fence post in and he makes his for his farm, he'll cut this in half and have 2 5-footers, and then he'll put his post in between them, and he's got a nice piece of wood in the ground. And it's white oak, so it lasts him pretty long. So now we're going to get this set up. Bring it up close. Again, a July hot day, and I have to wear this coat because mosquitoes. The mosquitoes out here are bad. I spray. I'm allergic to DEET. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff that's in bug spray. So I have to go the natural way, which is garlic and stuff like that. So I sprayed this morning, everything. It puts them back a little bit, but a lot of mosquitoes just don't care. They'll come out to eat me because they love me. So now I'm going to cut this. I'm going to get a couple nice boards out of it. As you water, or else we'll have to go get more water. All right, let me show you what I did. I always scrape the sawdust off. If you don't scrape the sawdust off, as they dry, the sawdust turns brown and it creates a stain on your wood. Alright, look at this beam. Let's see if I can get this up a little closer. Now that's a beam. See the nice grain? It's not quite a 90, so these will make awesome fence posts. He will like these for his fencing. They cost a bit much, but they last a pretty good long time. So we're gonna stack these up over here. Keep forgetting to put my mask on, which really isn't too bad. It's white wood. When you're dealing with more brown woods and stuff, it's really bad for you. So I do try to wear this most of the time with my safety glasses, gloves. Sometimes I forget. And here, I want to just show you what I mean by why you want to scrape this off. I don't know how good you can see this, but see that? See how it's coming off? All that's from cutting with the blade. But if you don't take that off, all of this will stain your wood and it'll make it look bad. So you want to scrape it down. All right. Now that you've seen that, let's put you back up over here. See what we got. And we'll scrape this one down. I just want to show you. I don't know if you can see this. See all the black in it? And that's just from the blade getting hot, burning the wood as it goes through, cutting it. But ideally that would be nice, but it stains your wood. So you want to scrape it off. They weigh a ton. And again, a very nice fence post, because like I said, he'll cut them in half and they'll get two pieces. Then he'll put his hole in here where your fence other piece goes from post to post. It's just a barn fence. It's not like a Chicago fence where you need it every real tight. Alright, now I'm gonna cut some nice premium pieces because the grain is perfect. These will make some really nice pieces of wood for a kayak. Remember, there can't be no knots in it for the kayak, so from this piece here will get used for something else, but you can get a nice piece of wood all the way to about here. So now we're going to cut 5/4 board. So it's 1.25 inches thick, so it'll be 1.25 inches by 6 inches. But I'm going to put you on time lapse and I'll finish cutting this log up, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Six nice boards, and remember I started with 2 thick ones for the man that I make fencing for. Alright, now look at this board. This is what you see, it's a pretty board. All the marks in there. Cabinet maker would love to have that, but it'll go to a fencing guy and he'll have a very nice fence. And these are all the boards I made. So out of that one log, I got 6 nice planks, which 4 will be used for the kayak, 2 will get used for my cabinet company, and I'll have 4 boards for my guy that likes to build fencing around his property. So I get a little bit of everybody, my clientele, happy. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching me use my wood mizer LTE 15 wide. It's a very nice machine. It does exactly what they say it does. These beams, I'll give you a little close-up so you can see. These beams are solid. They will hold the weight. Everything on there is solid. There's nice solid clamps, everything on it. The blade sits nice. Nice big motor, 25 horsepower motor. I'll come around to the other side so you can get a look. Alright, so you have a place that has a measurement, so you can use this to get close. I always use a tape measure to be exact, but you can see everything is solid. Solid beams for your cutting, solid beams for your lifting. Everything is solid. Solid tank for your gas. Everything is solid. Nice place to put your water for when you're cutting. You need the water. No water, cuts don't come out as good. Your blades go twice as quick. They do a nice welding job. Everything's nice. Kohler motor. Everything seems to hold up on this. And again, wood mizer. I've had a couple of the smaller, cheaper. This is in the $10,000 bracket. I've had a couple that cost about $4,800 and they just broke. I use this LT15 to build a log cabin to cut the man's woods for almost 300 logs for his log cabin. You can buy extensions, which up in Wisconsin, in my property up in Wisconsin, I have 3 more extension bars like this. So when I'm cutting long, I can cut with not stop. So that you could actually do a 60-foot cut or 80-foot. You can just keep adding extension after extension. You can get all kinds of sorts of stuff for this machine. Hydraulics. I just went with this one because it's a wide. So I could do 36-inch logs, which I just did one for a man. He brought me a 36-inch by 15. I cut it into a square, and then I cut that square in half, and then he had 2 beams to put in his log cabin home for the roof that were 10 inches by 20 inches wide by 15 feet long. So he loved it after I was done, because certain machines you can't cut a 36-inch log. These are the boards I made just now. The sun's starting to come out, so you really can't see it too good. I'll come on this side. So I just cut these. On the bottom there's 2 bigger ones for my fence guy, 4 boards to make his kayak, and then I have 2 for my cabinet. My work's cut out for me. I Got those two there, those two there. All right, we're gonna cut some wood, and I just want people to know that this is my, you see it? It's my wood mizer LT15 wide. It's a very nice machine, it cuts very good. I'm gonna cut some logs up today. We're gonna make some fence posts. We're gonna make some wood for a kayak, and we don't waste nothing. We have, in the winter time, we burn all the bark and everything, so we use everything. We use everything, even the sawdust. I don't know if you can see the sawdust on the ground, but we use that in our compost, in our garden. We use it around our trees. We use it everything. We don't let none of the tree go to waste. Nothing goes to waste. We bag it up, and then I compost it down so it makes great compost. So you can use it for a lot of stuff. But this is KW Urban Gardens. I hope you enjoy. You have a great day. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe. It helps us out. Thank you. Bye-bye.